So what's the latest on the government shutdown? Oh my God, it's panic time. There's 3 days left. The world's going to explode. Well, the reality is the Republicans are getting their ass kicked, and the latest polls have met 74% disapproval. This isn't even the NBC News Wall Street Journal poll of last week. This is the new ABC News poll, Washington Post. It's up. Their disapproval is up 11 points. Yes, the Democrats have moved a little bit, and Obama was moved a little bit in disapproval in this poll as well, but nowhere near as much as the Republicans have polled. Well, they've been getting polled. So, oh, they're hurt, dog. Don't ask them if they're all right. And then here's something interesting. The Democrats all of a sudden pulled a Republican move. They're like, oh, yeah? We're going to ask for a little bit more during the negotiations. That sequester, some of the stuff we don't like, we'd like to get rid of it. The Republicans are like, you can't do that. That's what we do. You can't do that. Oh, I think they can, and I think they did. Now, Joe Manchin, he's a Democrat from West Virginia. He often sides with the Republicans, but in this case, he's throwing his weight around saying, I think we got him here. Go ahead, Joe.
There are 12 of us, 6 Democrats, 6 Republicans, have been talking for 2 weeks. We've got a good template. We believe that the template that we've put together is something that both leaders are looking at, Leader Reid and Leader McConnell. They need to put the numbers to it. They need to basically put the dates on the CR and the debt ceiling. But this is a good compromise that works well. The bottom line is there's enough of us still in the middle, common sense, that know the purpose that we're here. I'm not here to call Republicans names or to say disparaging things about them. I'm here to work with them. And basically we have a divided government. I understand as a Democrat in the majority party right now that basically you have to work with your colleagues.
I'm not here to kick their ass, but if that's what I gotta do, what can I do? He claims they have a good template. Now, Susan Collins, who's a Republican from Maine, says, yeah, I mean, if you give us the medical device tax repeal and then Harry Reid turns around and goes, no, I think you misunderstood the equation. Here's what we're giving you. Nothing. Okay? And you're gonna like it a lot. That's what we're giving you. So I don't know who's telling the truth, because here comes Bob Corker, Republican of Tennessee, and he does not seem as optimistic as Joe Manchin. Quote, I think things are not moving now. The last 24 hours have not been good. He continues to say, quote, it's not clear to me how this ends because there is such disarray. Now, it's especially disarray among the Republican ranks. Now, first of all, the White House turned down the Republican House's offers. They're like, no, sorry, sad day for you, go on, yeet. And then now it's on the Senate side, and the Senate Democrats have the control here. And in fact, here come the Republicans crying. Lindsey Graham, quote, we're in a free fall as Republicans, but Democrats are not far behind. No, Lindsey, they are. Okay, that's why you guys are in a panic and why you're going to have to do what the Democrats largely asked for. I'm going to get to that in 1 second here. He says, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell gives you a sense of how much they're giving into the Democrats. This is normally almost identical to what the Democrats say when they're trying to get when they've given everything to the Republicans. McConnell says, it's time for Democratic leaders, of course he says Democrat leaders, driving me crazy. Anyway, it's time for Democrat leaders to take yes for an answer. So in other words, okay, uncle. Now, why are they saying uncle? Why are they, crying about all? Because the Democrats, honestly, unfairly asked to put the sequester stuff in at the end. So I've seen now Republican commentators on, they can't do, how could they? They moved the goalpost. Yeah, oh really? Huh, like the Republicans have never done that, right? Okay, what's good for the goose is good for your sorry ass. So yeah, they moved the goalposts. So you know why? Then they can get what they wanted and say, you know what? Are we not merciful? We'll give you the sequester thing. All right, keep the sequester cuts. You win, Republicans. We get everything else. That's the oldest Republican trick in the book, and it's refreshing to see Democrats use it. Finally, Bob Corker, we're back to him. He says, quote, I think the Democrats are on the verge of being one tick too cute as they see the House possibly in disarray. They now are overreaching, and I think that what we've got to do is get this back in the middle of the road, act like adults. And there you have it, folks. That's how you win. When the other side, and it's almost always the Democrats, but in this rare case it's the Republicans, start saying, hey, you know what? No, but you asked for too much. No, that's not fair. Oh, that's not fair. Let's get back to the middle of the road. And by the way, in this case, the middle of the road was a clean continuing resolution. You stop the shutdown of the government. You stop the debt ceiling nonsense. and we get what the Democrats wanted in the first place. You move the goalposts so you can come back and say, oh, let's do middle of the road. Oh, well, you look at that. That was what I wanted in the first place. Oldest Republican trick in the book. I can't believe the Democrats are using it. Maybe it's a new day in America. But for today, that's great news.